Chapter 14 of The Haunted Island by E.H. Visiak. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Ben Tucker. Chapter 14. The Cut Cable. Whether my brother had spoken more I know not, for on a sudden there came a stir and commotion among the men, who began to move towards us in a gang. When they were come near, one said hoarsely, "Captain, we hears shore breakers. Hearken now! Hearken to it!" I listened, and above the clamor of the waterfall I thought I did, indeed, hear the sound of breaking waves. But the seaman on a sudden cried, "We be nearer shore! Nearer shore! The Lord have mercy on us!" "Nearer shore!" cries the captain. "Hath the anchor, peradventure, come home in a duck pond? Why, you lunkhead, she is fast as iron locks." "Then look there," said the other, and pointed down upon the sea forward. The thick darkness, which had held until now with no rift in the cloud pall, was broken. A shaft of moonshine took the sea hard by our cutwater, and the captain, following it, gave a great start. The ship was in motion again. "Driving, by thunder!" cried he, and running to the head, he laid hold of the cable, and hauled on it. It began to come in slack and easy, and soon a loose end appeared. The cable had been severed. My brother stood motionless, the dripping rope's end dangling from his hand. Then he swung fiercely round upon the Mosquito Indian. "If this be your handiwork, my man," cried he, "if I do but half trace it to your hands, you shall hang. You shall hang at that yard arm." But the loss reared himself haughtily up, and looked him in the face, and the captain was abashed. He turned to the men. "My lads," said he, weightily and slow, "whether there be treachery here, I know not. Look you to that. Look well to it, if you'll live, and drag out the villainous man. As for me, witness all, I am contriving and fending for you no less than for myself. If any man have a grievance against me, let him out with it now. Aye," cried he hotly as they began to press upon him, "and if you'd depose me, even so, I care not a jot. You're but a scullion crew. Choose ye another captain. I grow weary of it, weary of it." His challenge rang loud, but they held silent while many moments passed, and when one of them said humbly, "We make no quarrel against you, captain. We be mazed men," the rest answered with a great heartiness. Yet took they heed of what the captain had said concerning treachery, looking narrowly one upon another, and there fell a dispute and questioning among them. The conclamation was broken off suddenly on a man crying out that we were coming among the very breakers of the shore, and scarce his voice had died away, when, with a lamentable dull grating sound, the ship struck, ploughing long and deep into the bottom of sand. The breakers swayed her languidly from side to side with a dismal motion, while the despairing cry arose, "Now we be gone indeed! The Lord have mercy on us! We shall never see our homes again!" And the crazy lad took up the word, crying, "We shall never see our homes again! Never, never, never! Jack! Poor Jack! Never, 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 never! What's to become of poor Jack? Home again, home from sea! Never, 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 never! Mother, I've brought ye a parrot!" But hereupon the boatswain, stepping to him, laid hold on the poor Antic, and with a silken band which he had, gagged him effectually. At the same time my brother put a period to the dejection and amazement, with blustering words, driving the men to labor. He caused a great match to be contrived, that we might learn how far we lay from the shore, and when they had set light to the tender bound about the end of a boarding pike, and held it forth over the sea, we descried the shore about a cable's length away. Hereupon the captain turns to the men, and, "Well, my lads," says he, "who will proffer for a shore party?" But no man answered, save only Surgeon Burke, the Loss, and myself, we being even eager to go. And looking scornfully on the timorous men, my brother said shortly, "Out with the boat! I'll go alone." Hereupon he went to his cabin to provide himself for the adventure, and having returned, put himself immediately into the cock-boat, which had been hoisted out and lay tumbling in the languid breakers. He began to row towards the shore. We watched him pass over the black waters in the lurid matchlight. End of chapter 14.